controversial band Dookoom is joining me in studio now. These musicians have caused quite the stir with their latest single. But before we get into that, guys, I want you to just tell me, who is Dookoom? If you had to explain to everyone watching this, who are you guys? What message are you trying to get across?
Dookoom is a band for one. It's a very emotional band. We're trying to make a difference. You know, the message is basically it's cool to be a human. Basically, that's Dookoom.
Now, how did you guys get together? How did you all find each other and create this band?
Me and Human Waste had some beers, then I tried to hustle him out of a niner and he came to kick my ass the next day. That's how we hooked up, man.
I didn't give it to him.
Really?
Yeah.
No. So then how did that situation end up?
We drank beers, drank some more beers.
You called the chicks, and then the chicks fucking kicked our ass. They kicked my ass.
You guys seem to drink a lot of beer. What's your beer of choice?
Beer.
We're not sponsored yet, so we can't say.
Yeah, we can't.
Beer, anything that has alcohol in it, man, for me.
All right. Now, I want to talk about the video for your single. It's causing a huge stir on social media. Everyone's writing about it. What motivated you guys to write this song?
I get this question. Anyway, basically, like I was born in Vredendal, right? And I know a few people. I know people like in these rural areas, but I had beer with these people. Then I got kind of pissed off because they were pissed off of how they were treated, right? So that was kind of the inspiration of this whole track. That was kind of the vehicle of. But I'm pissed in general of how people treat other people. So that kind of inspired the whole thing, the whole track. You check. So how people are being treated in these rural areas inspired, kind of, was the vehicle for this track.
Now the video has been viewed as quite violent. People are saying it's too violent. It's sending the wrong message. I'm going to get to what some other organizations are saying a little bit later. But was that your aim? Did you want to show this violence, or do you even see it as being violent?
There's no violence in this video at all. I mean,
there's no violence.
It's just frustration, basically. If you look at it, it's frustration. It's not violence. There's no blood. There's no limbs. There's no body parts. So where's the violence?
There's a bunch of angry drunk brothers in that video. That's basically what it is.
That's it. Frustrated.
All they do is just burn the name and into the land. So I mean, the situation that inspired it is more violent, I think. You know, like people being treated like that, people earning 69 rand a day and not having any health care.
Like 3 beers, man, a day. But that's inciting my violence right there.
Like that's what people should be focusing on. I think that's the real issue that the video brings up. Not worrying about like if it looks like we're racists who want to kill white people. Like we obviously don't want to do that.
No. Why would you want to do that, right? That wouldn't solve anything, really.
Exactly. And I think anyone with a brain can see that.
Now, the video was directed by Dane Dodds. Did you kind of sit with him and come up with an idea for the video together? Is this something you knew was going to happen when the song was written? How did this unfold?
What we did was, like, especially at the launch, we gave the tracks in the EP like to a bunch of people, right, to a bunch of organizations that we had in mind, and a bunch of people came on board, a bunch of people that felt like our tracks and shit. So Dane Dodds was one of those directors that approached us. We didn't plan anything. Like Dookoom don't plan anything. We just make music in general. We were quite surprised. Everything just fell into place, right? Basically. In most cases, those people that we do feel are people that actually understands Dookoom and what we're about. Dane Dodds was unfortunately one of those people that actually understood what we're about, and he could understand what the track was about.
Also because of his personal history. I think that's why that track particularly spoke to him. Yeah, because he comes from a farm environment. So as a young white person, you know, I think it was a story that made him feel uncomfortable but needed to be told because he hadn't seen
made him feel uncomfortable. That's what he said, because
he did say that.
It needs to be addressed though. So.
And that's what we need in South Africa, is people to understand there's all these situations that are very uncomfortable, but no one's speaking about them. but something needs to be said, otherwise properly bad things will happen, as opposed to just videos of guys running around in a field.
Yeah, and I mean, people say the things and no one listens, and then it takes something that maybe makes them think like this, that gets people talking, and whether they think it's
Dookoom's music, not even just this video, this track, this particular track. All of our tracks is like that. It gets you uncomfortable because it makes you look at yourself. Sorry, all the other tracks as well, you know, that's kind of what Dookoom is about. It comes back to your first question.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Dookoom is about. There's a bunch of issues happening in South Africa, and we're not cool with these issues not being addressed. So, and this track in particular is one of those tracks.